cycle or in the next trend. It will improve your comfort levels. Okay, good. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Siddhartha. I came to know about sir around 2 years back in 2004 May. I came for TA and after that I completed my options. Last October I completed my advanced TA. So based upon before coming to sir, I was not into trading or I was part of investment banking where I was doing software products for that. But I am basically a layman coming to the trading. I took some trades after my completed TA. It was more than a 50-50 type of that. So I held back and I joined advanced TA. The main difference what I observe in the TA and the advanced TA is that you will get a firm footing in the advanced TA where you will go into the deep into the technicals. Whereas in TA and options you will be very superficial. Then compared to the advanced TA, you will deep dive into the water into each and every technical parameter. Not only that, you will get a deep understanding of the fundamentals when compared to the TA. Basically, I would like to give a bigger picture when we are making some of the important decisions in our life. After doing advanced TA, we will be making our decisions on that. We will be seeing a lot of difference. For example, when we were doing the advanced TA, we came to know during the part of the TA that the market is not looking great. So we moved out of the equities and we came to know that gold will be doing good in the next 6 months. So that is the type of knowledge we will be gaining after doing the advanced TA. That is the main advantage what I got from the advanced TA. Not only the equities, it opens you the wide spectrum what we are getting into the investment, all the investment sectors. So that is the one. Last month I joined the mentoring program. Okay, so basically I was doing some trades in advanced TA and basically in equities and cash. Due to my prior commitments, I was not actively involved in TA, but I am making reasonable profit. But after coming to the mentoring, with little risk, we are able to do maximum profit without not spending much time. And I am getting furthermore benefit in the mentoring program. So I am only 1 month old in mentoring. So that's the one main thing. And I have apart my technical, I'm a fan of double tops and double bottoms and triple tops and triple bottoms. Basically, I look out for those setups. Basically, I made profits out of those setups. The basic difference what I am gaining is the divergence and the divergence failures. Okay, in advanced TA, I looked at some of the things. There was the divergence setups are there, and I made that trade. But I don't know how it is failing. No, after coming to the mentoring, I know these things will fail. So and I'm learning. So I'm in a learning curve, and I would like to thanks for that. About the suggestions, I would like to do the advanced TA on Sundays because many of the participants are working people, so most of them will be available on Sundays. Of course, they have to take personal time, and it's also your personal time which will be getting. But Sundays, I think that is my suggestion, sir. Regarding market scenario, I think we should wait for May till what it's a bullish confirmation or a bearish. That's the main thing. Thanks.
Thanks. My name is Raghavendra. I am the newest addition to SIR's mentoring class. I completed my technical analysis sometime end of last year, and I've just finished my options class. I'll make it short. So I'm not the right person to give any feedback or solution because I've just joined and I don't have much experience like most of you guys. Before I came to the class and before I met a lot of people here in the mentoring club or mentoring class, I had a bit of an idea of what trading is and what options, futures and options are. At least I assumed that I had some understanding, but once I was in the class, yeah, it was completely wrong because what I felt is, what I thought I had is nothing, is something that's different from the actual trading scenario. I'm still finding my feet. I'm still making mistakes, placing calls, placing the right orders.
I did some update as per our study what we are going to do right now. That study I did at that time during the FED meeting in December 2015. That we can just revise and try to see what changes have taken place on that. That will tell us the current status. Okay? Right. Market performance. Now, if you see the interest rates, this is the development up to September 2015. So interest rates now are further down.
Yes, sir.
So can I take the interest scenario of India is better as per the economic situations, better than that? And another interesting point is he has assured that as soon as there is some drizzle. So what I feel is we need to RBI के बाद में एक shower लगा दे. Movies when he enters into RBI building itself, the shower should start.
The best thing is that he is in Mumbai.
He's in Mumbai. As soon as he gets out of the car, there should be a shower. He will be coming inside with the PM will be coming. Sir, shall I conduct one what is that press conference? Why? Our secretary, sir, interest rate come करने का है. Announcement, all the press is waiting. And మీరు ఠాగూర్ సింగ్ వాళ్ళు చూసారు ఆయన హాస్పిటల్ బయటకు వస్తే ఎంతమంది వేల మంది ఉంటారు సార్ జస్ట్ లుక్ ఫ్రమ్ ద విండోస్ సీ ఫ్రమ్ ద విండో ఎవ్రీవన్ వెయిటింగ్ సార్ कर दो सब कुछ जो चाहिए देख send everybody off.
He is very hard not to crack, sir.
I think అందరం అక్కడే బస్సు చేయాలి బాంబేలో
So this September.
సెక్రటరియట్ దగ్గర అందరూ డేరాలు వేసుకొని కూర్చుంటారు సీఎం పోయేటప్పుడు.
Sir, one more is that this September, October is term is going to expire at least.
Yes. Okay, so September 16, as per the interest rate scenario, we can see there has been a fall in the interest rate and there is a further reduction. So if you revise the chart, it is positive further. GDP, we all know that GDP we took up to maybe September that we have taken, and GDP is also in the current scenario around 7.4, 7.5. This is also positive. USD INR, right now see that time when we saw USD INR was here, this is where the divergence took place, and now I think it is somewhere around 66 if I am not wrong, somewhere around 66. So the GDP is right now here at this point. So can we say USD INR is at 66, that itself indicates there is a positivity in the trend.
You already mentioned, sir.
Yeah.
When you drop below 66, might be 66. Will be positive.
Right. This one is important. This is the most important point. If you see up to December 15, the I think Nifty EPS, this I think I've taken from where, I don't remember the source, the data. Now these quarterly results are very important for us. The quarterly results have to show improvement. Infy is given, but most of the stocks overall Nifty group has to give higher EPS. Interesting point about INFI. What is the important point about INFI? What was the important point about
Margins
INFI
have
results?
improved. Margins have improved.
That is the major thing, not the EPS. EPS anyway it will rise, that everyone of us know. Okay, but one thing what they said about the improvement in EPS is, sorry, margin, what is it? Margin, operating margin, operating profit margin. Okay, when you take this here, operating profit margin. When you take this operating profit margin figure, this is very important where operating profit margin has been very good for the stock. Okay, so operating profit margin has been very good with respect to the NP performance. Now, so this is one which we need to keep track of. P ratio. P ratio right now would have gone up. How much is the P ratio currently?
Close to 22.
So closely it is at 22. 22 means what is the highest P we can consider?
24.
Anyone know way to check the EPS P ratio?
Nifty, sir. NSE India. Sir,
Hi, here.
Don't remember where to see that figure. I forgot where to see this P ratio.
Sir, on the left side. Historical data on the equities column.
Historical data.
Occur.
So another 2.5 points to go. That means you should expect now currently if you take the EPS in one of the articles they were giving around 380 is the EPS. 380 into another 2.5 points. How much is this? $950 points. Okay. What is the current Nifty? Huh?
785.
बराबर है? So there is a hope for Nifty to go towards 8,800.
Actually,
P ratio.
more sir, because March result आएगा, the EPS will be more.
Yeah.
Into 2.5.
Yeah. Suppose if this increases by let's say at least 3 to 4%, because overall you can't say it will increase by 10% is very high. Even if it increases, suppose if the EPS is 390, how much?
975.
Okay. So 7850 plus 975. Okay. Around 8800. So please keep a track of the EPS. We need to look at the P ratios and all. Okay, let me put it as a C.
The last few days. So I'm a very early startup and just trying to learn to learn with the other guys in the class. My suggestion is I would like to agree with Karan and these guys here that if we break it into and give some like a homework, basically that's what it is. Just try to break the sectors and give it to them, so we can actually in the mentoring or anybody else there we can just actually do a research and come back and say this is the trade we do. That's what I think can move up or down, and you can actually correct it for us and you tell us where we made the right decision or wrong decision. Feedback the same things. Most of the technology I'm still trying to learn from, and I think technically the advanced technical analysis will be a good start for me there, because I haven't done that yet. Coming to the market one, I feel that it has to make another bottom, so just to stabilize it before it can go up. So the bears might come in before the bulls can take over. So that's all, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon everybody. Myself, I'm Shiva. I'm a small businessman. I don't have any idea of the stock market previously.
Just 100 crores star.
Black and white only.
Yeah, I had attended a couple of seminars at Mumbai also regarding the stock market awareness. But when I met Vinod sir regarding with my friends association and all, I changed my idea about the stock market, which is very risky. That is a vague decision or a vague idea about the stock market which people might be having. Shares and stock market is a very bad habit or whatever it is. About a bad idea about the stock market, I completely have dissolved it, and I would like to make a career in the stock market itself. Now I have started attending in the technical analysis batch in the last month itself. I'm getting a very good idea about the stock market now, about the Vinod sir technical analysis, and now I would like to attend the advanced technical analysis also. Slowly I will be joining the mentoring program within a couple of months, so that I can be having a good idea about the stock market, and I would like to gain profits. And regarding these suggestions about the batch, and I would like to ask people or suggest people to share more about your trades, so that we people who are newcomers into the stock market will be having confidence about your profit making or whatever your capital investing and all, so that the upcomers or new beginners will be having more confidence, and they will be, very enthusiastic in performing the trades. That is the only suggestion I can give to Vinod sir. And according to the market and all, I am very much very new, but by seeing these charts and all, I can say that the retracement will be happening within end of this month or May first week, so that we will be having a very good idea whether it will be going up or down. I don't know. That's the small idea I can give. That's it for my plan.
Hi everybody, this is Kalyani, and I have done my technical analysis and advanced technicals. I joined 6 months back, and lot of experiences on the negative side, though gaining a lot of knowledge from sir technically. One suggestion, strong suggestion, what I would like to give to all the participants here is, don't get emotional whenever you lose money. Okay, because whenever we invest money, we try and emotionally, we think that we'll be getting a good return. But when technically, if we are strong, I think you can reap out money 5 to 10%. And even if you are technically strong and you invest money, your emotions should be under control. That is very, very important. Because when you check your hourly chart, your daily chart, your RE chart and the weekly chart, whatever the chart speaks, that we have to understand. And the momentum, what is shown in a shorter span of time, is not, the weekly, I should say the weekly chart, whatever momentum is shown, is not affected by the hourly chart in a shorter span of time. So we have to be more stronger technically, and we have to have much more confidence on ourselves, holding out to our emotions. Even if you lose money a few number of times, don't lose confidence, and just go ahead gaining a lot of knowledge. Keep asking questions to Vinod sir. Keep discussing about different topics. Keep discussing about the sector rotation or whatever knowledge we gain in the class. Whenever you go out of the class, you have to discuss on different topics. That will, that way you'll be exchanging a lot of knowledge, and that through that you'll be gaining a lot of confidence also. And regarding market, I feel the market will definitely go up to 8,000. That is a level of confidence I have. And from there, if it sustains above 8,056 or 8,050, it will definitely reach 9,000 levels. And if it doesn't sustain about above 8,050, definitely it is going to come down to 7,500. That is my gut feeling. Okay, rest is the study, whatever depends on whatever Vinod sir says. Thank you.
Anyhow, I use Telugu and English, okay. First, we are blessed to enter into the Institute because I'm a little bit emotional because this is my first stage piece in India. Why I can say this? Everything is a business. I do a lot of business, but only the people are not taking. Trading is not a business. For any business, loss and profit are there. Only in stock market, you have a choice to limitize your loss. So I can always say to people that market is always following technicals. Only we are not following because of our emotions. This is the thing what I observe. Come to second point. Why people are not taking it as a business? You know very well. Every business is a painful. But this is only the business, no painful. It purely depends on your knowledge. I added one word. Because the knowledge means where we enter. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Nikhil. He's the person who introduced you. And second thing, I also joined for mentor, I think if I'm not wrong, like 60 to 70 trading days. I observed the people, number one, they are always taking shortcut, but they are not following why he is giving. This is what I personally don't like. Number two, I mentioned you guys, only this is the business, have stop loss. When Sari is telling hedge, people are ignoring. Please don't do. When you want to exit from that, you have to exit. This is only the business where stop loss is there. Can any people say, sure sir, can you tell me?
No.
Any business?
No.
Kindly say this, okay.
And you-
Number three, I'm
you-
very adamant and rigid on this particular point. That is, kindly take limit on your fund limitations. Because what will happen, I always follow one strict rule that for 2 lakhs, I take one position. It never kills me. Before I used to take, I was a person where I was huge trader, 200 options, 40 bank. Because these are all really encouraged by some other people. We don't want to say their names and okay. So guys, technically, I am the weakest person among all these people. I never followed any technicals, honestly. Okay, because I was a little bit engaged, but I'm not the person to always sit in front of computer. This is my drawback.